Imagine a company built on imagination, a place where millions of kids log on every day to build, play, and chat. Now being dragged into one of the ugliest legal storms the games industry has ever seen. That company is Roblox, and right now the legal sky over it looks thunderous. Over the past year, the platform has gone from being an almost untouchable cultural fixture to facing multiple state attorney general lawsuits, dozens of private claims alleging grooming and exploitation, and regulatory scrutiny that threatens both its business model and its public brand. This video breaks down why it feels, and in many ways is, nearly impossible for Roblox to escape the trouble it's in, and then, critically, offers a realistic roadmap for how Roblox can be saved. Yes, saved, not buried. There's a path forward, but it will require brutal honesty, deep structural change, and a willingness to sacrifice the parts of the product that now create legal and moral risk. Let's start with the facts. In the second half of this year, state attorneys general and dozens of private plaintiffs filed suits accusing Roblox of failing to protect children from grooming, explicit material, and other predatory behaviors. These are not a single, isolated case. Multiple states like Texas, Kentucky, and Louisiana have opened formal actions alleging that the platform deceives parents about safety and that its design and moderation systems enable predators to operate. One reputable wire service summarized that Texas joined other states and private plaintiffs in accusing Roblox of deceiving parents and allowing dangerous content to flourish. Those AG suits are backed up by detailed civil complaints from families and litigators, and some of those filings are long, granular, and damning, laying out alleged sequences where predators exploited the platform's social features, used in-game currency to groom victims, or leveraged game design to hide abusive activity. You can actually read some of these complaints. They're formal, legal narratives with specific dates, chat, logs, and allegations. For instance, a complaint filed earlier this year lays out claims of negligence and design defects against Roblox, and in a number of suits, other platforms named alongside it. Those filings matter. They're the raw material that prosecutors and juries will use to judge whether Roblox's systems were reasonably safe. Why does this feel impossible for Roblox to escape? Because these lawsuits stack together and attack core elements of Roblox's business model. They don't just say, "You failed to delete this one bad game." They argue that the platform's economics, its permissioning, and its product features, like an enormous user-generated economy, open chat inside games, and discoverability algorithms, are the very things that made abuse possible. When plaintiffs target fundamental product choices rather than a one-off moderation failure, the remedy they want is systemic. Redesign the product, change how kids interact with strangers, and in some cases pay damages. That's different from a single developer being shut down. It's a legal pressure on the whole architecture. Multiple courts and regulators looking at those architecture claims at once, combined with the potential for large damages and injunctive relief, is what makes the legal problem existential rather than fixable with a minor patch. Reuters and other outlets have highlighted that the suits and AG actions unify into a much broader assault on the company's basic design. Add to that the reputational and international angle. Regulators and watchdogs in other countries are watching closely. Some nations have moved to restrict or block access to platforms over content or moral grounds, a dynamic that can quickly reduce user growth and revenue in key markets. Even if Roblox could somehow settle every US lawsuit, these kinds of international bans and political pushes create new frontiers of risk that require different remedies. Recent reporting shows that nations with different regulatory standards are not shying away from heavy action when they feel users, especially children, are at risk. That geopolitical pressure compounds the domestic legal risks and makes the climb back to normalcy steeper. Roblox's public posture so far illustrates another reason the situation is sticky. The company has repeatedly issued statements defending its safety record while acknowledging it is updating tools and policies. But statements alone don't stop lawsuits or fix design problems. Corporate responses that read as denials without sweeping product change can harden regulators' positions. Roblox's own public communications about litigation demonstrate the familiar corporate pattern, contest the claims, point to investments in moderation, and reiterate a commitment to safety, all while litigation proceeds. That's expected, but it's not sufficient unless accompanied by concrete, verifiable change. You can read Roblox's formal response to at least one AG suit where they say they won't comment on pending litigation, but try to correct what they label erroneous claims. The legal pendulum typically wants more than words. It wants demonstrable action and independent verification. So, short summary, stacked state AG suits, plus dozens, and growing, of private claims that target platform design plus hard public evidence in some complaints. A legal problem that is structural, not incidental. That's why the tone out there among legal analysts and many parents sounds fatalistic. This isn't just a recall. It's an audit of the company's DNA. But fatalism is not inevitability. There is a path to rescue. The company's resources, engineering talent, and global footprint mean it can reinvent itself, but only if it is willing to do the hard things. Here's a realistic rescue plan, a sequence of bold moves Roblox can make this week, this quarter, and over the next 12-24 months to transform legal risk into a manageable operating reality. I'll outline the tactical fixes, the governance changes, and the reimbursement and communication strategy that together could convince courts, regulators, and the public that Roblox has genuinely changed. Step 1. Immediate triage, days to weeks. Admit responsibility where it's warranted, announce a transparent external audit, and pause the riskiest features for under 13 users. When a platform is under legal siege, credibility matters. A credible, independent audit by child safety and privacy experts, with public terms of reference, signals the company understands the scale of the problem. Simultaneously, Roblox should temporarily restrict or sandbox features most associated with abuse, open DMs in age-mixed games, discoverability for certain user-created experiences, or paid direct transfers that can be exploited for accounts identified as under 13. These temporary painful steps reduce the immediate occurrence of harm and buy breathing space while deeper fixes are implemented. Step 2. Rebuild the safety architecture, 1 to 6 months. Replace reactive moderation with proactive, multi-layered controls. That means cutting-edge automated detection for grooming language and image hashing for CSAM. But it also means product redesign. Default to no cross-age social interaction. Limit discoverability of user experiences for young users, and eliminate or severely constrain in-game microtransactions between users under 18. Where age is unclear, use less invasive, privacy-preserving proof mechanisms, and default conservative safety settings. Importantly, reduce or remove incentives for creators to design hooky social mechanics that push kids toward open chats with strangers. The Guardian and other outlets have reported that Roblox was testing facial age estimation and other measures to limit cross-age chatting. Such features are controversial, but show the kind of product thinking that can reduce risk if implemented transparently and with consent safeguards. And that's the truth. Roblox is standing on the edge of a cliff, and the next few months will decide whether it falls or fights its way back. This isn't just gaming drama anymore. This is a full-scale legal storm, a crisis of trust, and a moment that's going to shape the future of online platforms built for kids. But if there's one thing history has proven, it's that even the biggest giants can reinvent themselves when the pressure hits hard enough.